Oh, that didn't charge well. Oh, we're live. We're running. We're going. Okay. This is just goofy. Good morning, guys. It's Will with Just Add Water. Perry back up. We are out here in Urbandale, Iowa. We are getting ready to put a pretty unique, cool pondless waterfall in our customer's backyard. So let's follow me along here. So you can see the customer provided these rocks, and they're really awesome, great big rocks. Don't know where he got them. Pretty jealous of where he gets them. They're really big, really cool. So this is what we're gonna do. This is our access. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna move these so we can get our excavator in through and we can get our rocks back in. So here we are in the backyard. They got this awesome living space. You can tell they obviously use their backyard quite a bit. So right in here, this is where our feature's gonna go. So we're gonna have our basin right over in here, and then waterfall, big rocks. So one of the tricky parts or challenges that we're gonna deal with is obviously we slope away a good amount. So luckily we do have those big rocks. So we're gonna end up building a small retaining wall in through this part, and then as we get closer in there, we're gonna get away from the boulder wall look and try to do more of our natural looking outcropping stone section.
So that is a wrap for day one. Doesn't look like we've done much, but essentially what we did is all the prep work. We got the retaining wall put in. It's underneath this fancy dancy little tarp right here. Got that put in, so we got our grade to where we want it to. We didn't get nearly as far as we would have wished, but this big old, I don't know if you could tell, it's a decent sized stump right there. Kind of put a damper on things, but we got that brought down so it's way below liner. We'll put some dirt on top, get some protection, put down some underlayment, make sure that it's not gonna poke any holes in the liner, and we'll be good there. So tomorrow when we get here, it's basically bring in some more dirt, build that up to the top of these rocks, and then get straight in the building. All right, start of day two out here at this pondless build that we're doing. A couple hiccups yesterday due to that big old log, not log, stump, it's a stump. Due to this thing, we're actually gonna bring grade up a little bit higher than initially planned upon. So problem with that is now our retaining wall back here, this bad boy, is about a foot too low. So we're starting the morning off by bringing in some rocks, getting this up a little bit higher, and then bringing in a bunch of dirt, getting grade where we want it. And then from there the fun begins, where we actually get to start building, bringing this thing together. The goal is be done or close to done by the end of today.
So what we got going on now is, now that we have that stump out of the way, like Clay had mentioned, we're gonna bring our elevation up out of the basin a little bit higher, so we're for sure gonna be above that. What we're getting ready to cut is our rock pad fabric. So the difference between the rock pad and our normal fabric that we use is thickness. So once we get our rock pad in, then we're gonna lay our regular fabric down in there, and then we'll get our liner on top. So what makes this one a little bit more unique is 9 out of 10 times, 95% of the time, we build from the bottom up. Here, because of access and the size of our rocks, we're gonna build from the top down. So what we're doing to make that easier on us is our pooling height that we want before the last waterfall into the basin. We are just cutting this whole excavation down to that height. And then in the back where I'm at, where the source of water is gonna begin, we're just gonna kind of build false shelves and everything, because we're not gonna have the ability to move our liner back and forth and cut it how we normally do. So it's that just makes it more unique. It's gonna be fun, and we got some really awesome rocks, so we're excited to finally be set and ready to start slinging. Here we are getting close to dig the basin that's set up behind me. As I mentioned earlier, you know, we're going from the top down. So now we're down. So we're gonna dig this basin, set our elevations. We're gonna go for, obviously, at least one more waterfall in there going into the basin. Hopefully we're gonna be able to get two more, one in between what we have now in the basin. So we've got plenty of liner. We're gonna oversize this liner for the basin, and then what that does is that gives us a little bit more room for error, or kind of freedom is a better way to say it rather than error, because we don't like making those.
Shockwaves.